What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with another video, and my goodness, did my emotions just go through the toilet, man? Kyrie opted in, but I just think I'm not sure what just happened here, man. It just went south. It went from positive news, positive reporting to boom, he opted in, and according to Shams, he's bypassing multiple opt-in and trade scenarios to fulfill his 4-year commitment to the Nets and Kevin Durant. Oh, my heart just sank into my stomach when I read that report. Like, oh my goodness, guys. But what really happened? Could it be that Kyrie never really considered taking a $6 million mid-level exception and was just trying to leverage for a better contract like Kawhi did, or for a deal? Did I especially just get played? Or is there still hope that once Russell Westbrook opts in, then maybe there could be a trade there in the works? I have no clue, man. This situation has just went south. And the reporting by Woj and Shams, especially Shams, he's a sneaky motherfucker, man. Shams is a sneaky little son of a bitch. Let me tell you why. And it was weird to me that Shams was reporting positive Lakers stuff. I should have seen it coming. Shams went completely from, oh, there's a great chance he's not just posturing up, to bam, he plans on fulfilling his I'm sorry, not Shams, Wojnarowski. To bam, he plans on fulfilling his 4-year contract with the Nets. And I was like, wait a minute. So Woj was tweeting out positive shit. So he must have known something was up. And Shams was quiet this whole time, and then bam, we just got the bomb. So what does this mean for the Lakers moving forward, man? Did we just get played just like Kawhi Leonard situation? Maybe. Or maybe there's still hope that when Russell Westbrook opts in, we can still work out a deal. Or maybe this just buys time for the Brooklyn Nets to deal them elsewhere. I have no idea what's going on. But I'm going to say this. If Kyrie did just play us and he plays out the whole contract with the Brooklyn Nets, bro, I'm sour on him. Like, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with my Kyrie stuff, man, if that just happened. Like, I'm a sour on him, right? Straight up. It's always Lakers first, man, no matter who you like as a player. I was hurt, though, because I thought we had a legitimate shot at it. And it just feels like we're stuck with Westbrook. If we don't unload Westbrook one way or another, I'm going to be devastated, because I thought this was a 2-for-1 deal. Not only do we get Russell Westbrook, who I up until this moment was a big fan of, but we get to unload Russell Westbrook, and man, if he stays, bro, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna do a 180 on him. I'm not gonna defend him no more when people trash him. That's how I feel. Like, if he just literally used the Laker name as leverage, it's gonna be fuck Kyrie for me. So, but again, for now, I'm just gonna sit back and watch, because I truly have no idea what's going on. Is he really gonna stay? Or is this just all a part of the plan? Because they were talking about, if he opted in, there was an opportunity that he could still get traded, man. You know, he just exercised his option, but again, we don't know. With Kyrie, you just never know what the end game is. Did he exercise his option just to collect his 36 million and still get traded, or is he planning on honoring his contract? And the other question is, if he uses as leverage, he didn't really come out a winner, because he didn't get a new contract anyways, right? So there's still a chance he gets traded halfway through the season. But the bottom line is, man, this was devastating to hear, especially the way Woj reported it. It felt like they fatality me, man. Like, they just ripped my heart out of my chest in that moment. And honestly, I had to collect myself for a little bit. Just to come on this live stream, because I was super upset. He's staying. They called his bluff. That's unfortunate. If he does that, man, I'm not wearing that Kyrie hoodie unless he changes his mind, bro. I swear. Dan Kyrie was using the Lakers, looking to get better options. Probably, man. It's starting to look that way, but man, I don't want to accept it. It's like a knot in my throat right now. They just won't let me accept it. But anyways, we have to pivot. If we can't get Kyrie because he decided to be petty and stay with that team after all this, then we have to pivot away from it and figure out what we're going to do with Russell Westbrook. Because now he knows that we wanted to trade him. Obviously, he's going to opt in. There's no way that Kyrie opts in and Russell Westbrook does not. Like, we already know. We already know Russell Westbrook. We know who he is. But I don't understand. It's just also confusing to me because are the reporters in on all this? Are they like really just trying to mess with our emotions? Like, what will be the point of that? What do they get out of it? Or were they all thrown for a loop by Kyrie Irving and the Nets? Like, this is the confusing thing for me. It could be that. And if it is that, like I said, man, I'm going to start drinking that Kyrie Irving haterade. I went from fan to hater overnight if that happens, bro, because I don't like nobody who plays with my team. But I will say this, man, it's not over yet. Let's see what we do, man, starting on the 29th. Obviously, we need to see what's going to happen with Westbrook. Is he going to get dealt? Do the Lakers have something else in the works? Was all this just, was all this just clickbait? Was all this just smoke and mirrors? Like, what was this, man? I'm truly confused. He said, I was happy earlier. Man, now I'm pissed. Me too, bro. It was a 180 in the span of a couple of hours. But you know what, man? If I was wrong about Kyrie, I was wrong. I'm not I'm not afraid to admit it. I thought he'd be different. I thought he was a real one, man. I thought he would really turn up and make it happen for us, but I guess not. I don't know. Now, to compound this, if we get the news of him opting in, all of a sudden it's gonna feel that much worse. The last thing I want to hear after this bad news is now Russell Westbrook picks up his option, because then he's playing us as well, and that's gonna mean that he was just waiting so that there was no trade options with him, because the report does say that Kyrie exhausted his trade options. I don't know what to believe anymore, and now all of a sudden, out of the blue, he decided to stay with the team. Like, I wish we didn't go for this roller coaster ride, guys. What's the path to Kyrie signing, Dan? I mean, honestly, he could opt in, and once Russell Westbrook opts in, if they had something in the works, that could still happen. But after his cryptic tweet, man, and saying something about "I'll see you guys in the fall," it seems like he already made his decision. It seems like, unless they throw us for a loop and something else. But it says, Wojnarowski says Irving has until Wednesday at 5 p.m. to file the paperwork to opt in. The Nets can still move Irving as an expiring contract, but the opt-in means he's no longer eligible to get immediate long-term deal that he wanted as a part of a sign-and trade. So I guess technically, and this is Woj's evilness at work, he makes it seem like, look, the initial report was, there's no hope. That's it. He's back with Kevin Durant. And now he wants to give us hope again. I'm not going to bite into it this time. And if it happens at this point, it'll happen, and then I'll get excited about it. But I'm so traumatized with the Kawhi situation that we got excited for, myself included. I was leading the charge, man. And then this one, I'm traumatized, bro. Like, if this happens with a third superstar, I'm not going to believe shit no more till it happens. But it's a tough pill to swallow for me, just because of how much I like Kyrie the player. Let's see. He said, you should have Warrior jacket, Dan. I don't even think the jacket could have helped us in this one, man. He said, y'all tripping. We need him to opt in and not sign and trade. I'm not saying that it's over, but it feels that way the way they are reporting it. But it has killed my hype for now. If all of a sudden this comes out that, okay, it was in the works already and we were just waiting for Russell Westbrook, then I'll be super hyped again. But till then, man, right now, my energy is shot, man. This was like I got picked off by a sniper just now. That's what it felt like. But I don't even know what to believe anymore. It's just conflicting reports and everybody. The problem with social media today is that whether it be Woj or Shams, I feel like they're both trying to break the story and be as accurate as possible because they're competing with each other. So we might get conflicting reports, and then we have to figure out what is true and what is not, right? Like, the hurtful part is that I truly felt in my gut that Kyrie was going to be a Laker. Like, I felt it, man. I felt it. And when that happens, I'm usually not wrong. But if this doesn't come to fruition, then this will be the biggest deception I have been through personally as far as free agency goes. But he is, again, conflicting reports. Mark Stein's reporting that Kyrie tells Shams he's staying with the Nets. So again, believe what you want, guys. Believe what you want. But yeah, my confidence is shot at this point. He said, wine can't even flush away the disappointment. It can't, truly cannot. Unless we pull something out of a rabbit's hat at this point in the offseason, this is definitely a gut check. At least for me. I know a lot of people didn't even want Kyrie in the first place. So props to y'all, man. Props to y'all. But man, I truly wanted this to happen for us. I truly did. Said, Dan, what's good? John Wall, Westbrook swap. It's a win. Oh man, I'm not even bro. I'm not in the mood. He said, Tara said, Russ pissing me the fuck off even more just by still being here. Yeah, that's the part that gets me irritated. A part of me wonders if Russ Westbrook had opted in, if this deal would have went through already. If that was the holdup, or because people can change their mind and as time goes by, sometimes they make these decisions on the fly, and sometimes if you're holding out for Russell Westbrook to opt in, and he doesn't opt in, then maybe maybe he changed his mind, or maybe there's still possibilities. But I'm not gonna get hyped. That's all I know. He said, feels like you just missed the game-winning 3-point shot to win the game. Ugh, bro, I straight up went on all my social media platforms and removed, and I still haven't done it all the way yet, but I'm gonna remove everything pro Kyrie, bro, because it's just so disappointing. He said, just release Russ. I'm at that point, man, that I'm so disappointed with the way this thing has turned out that I really don't care what happens to Russell Westbrook at this point. If he gets cut, if he gets traded, or if he stays on the roster, like, yeah, let's see if Darvin Ham can work his magic with him. But I'm just not even looking forward to it. I'm a Laker fan. He said, no matter what happens, thanks for all the updates, Dan. Oh, of course, man. Of course. And like I said, man, before, even though I love Kyrie's game and I've been a fan of his throughout the years, if he does decide to stay with Brooklyn, yeah, I'm not sure I could wear his hoodies or rock his shoes no more, bro, because, yeah, that's some fuckery. He said, can't blame Kyrie for bad reporting. Who knows? Who knows if it was bad reporting or if it really was his indecision or him just using our name as leverage, as like Kawhi did before. Like, that's ultimate evil. If somebody does that, man, play with the fans like that. But it is what it is. I guess it's a business, man. I can't take it personal, but I will because I'm petty. I'm petty like that. And it's always Lakers first. See, little bro, this is why I was skeptical about Kyrie's ass. He always does troll shit. If he goes through with this, then I will definitely get on board with you on that. But like, I'm gonna wait and see before I even start slandering Kyrie, because I'm gonna feel stupid if I start slandering him, and then he ends up coming anyways via trade. I honestly, at this point, I don't know what to believe. If we got played, that's messed up. But if there's still some sort of option and it happens, then we're gonna forget this moment. That's the only thing that can redeem this moment. But at this point, like I said, the media just reporting, there's competition in the media. Everybody wants to get the news first. And what that's going to create is some inaccuracies, right? So Shams might report one thing while Woj reports something different, while Mark Stein reports something different. And then you kind of have to put the tea leaves together and see what happens. But at this point, it's not looking good, man. I mean, he opted in and his quote didn't seem too promising. DTLF, do you think Westbrook still on the team, we have any chance of winning a championship? As long as we got LeBron and AD, I like our chances of competing at least. But without Kyrie, we need to look for other alternatives. We need to get some wing depth, some good defense in the paint. But I would be sitting here and be lying to you guys if I told you I was not hurt by this. Like right now, my mind isn't even clear. I'm just thinking of this potential deception, and I'm just like, damn, that's tough. Kyrie probably opted in so the Lakers can't get a hard cap on the sign and trade. I wish that were true, David, but I don't know what to believe because the way Woj and Shams reported it, they just made it seem like he's going back to Brooklyn. And then, but who knows, man. Again, this is the last time I get my hopes up for any rumors until it happens. I mean, the fan in me is always going to get excited anything Laker related. I'd be sitting here and I'd be capping if I told you guys I won't get excited like this again. But I'm gonna be more precautious next time because I'm a Warriors fan and I'm heartbroken for y'all. Would have been the ultimate revenge tour for y'all. That's crazy if a Warrior fan feels heartbroken for us. But it's only momentarily. Listen. This heartbreak is only momentary because as soon as the Lakers make the right moves, we'll get excited again. As soon as the Lakers, if we're able to unload Russell Westbrook, the Laker Nation will get excited again. Maybe not as excited as we would have been for a Kyrie type of player, but like at the end of the day, man, nothing's official till it's official. So, is it Bradley Beal's easier Laker target to be honest? You think so, man? I don't see it. I never saw Bradley Beal as a Laker, but sometimes it's the ones you don't see coming. So hopefully, but Laker Eric said Kyrie does what he always does. I'm starting to believe it now, man. I didn't want to see it before, but if he goes through with this, like I said, man, it's gonna be hard for me to rock his gear anymore. Not that he cares or that it matters, but just for a personal note, the fact that Lakers just need to make the right moves. We've been bamboozled, especially me, guys, and I apologize because I probably got you a little too hyped earlier, man. Because I was feeling it though, and then the reports were backing it up. I really felt like it was an 85% chance of it happening, but it's never 100% till it happens. So you can never put all your eggs in one basket. Lesson learned. I'll check that off the bucket list, man. Beal is too loyal to the Wizards. No, it's all about them getting paid, right? I got really hopeful when I was hearing that Kyrie might really opt out, and I was like, no way, he'd be the most unselfish athlete ever. But it was too good to be true. He didn't opt out, so that option is off the table now. So usually these players, they want to get paid. That's priority number one. Because I already know Woj is a scum, always ready to ruin Laker reputation and image. That's what it feels like. It really felt like Woj was trying to dupe us and get us hyped and lead us one direction and then turn around and slap us in the face. But you know what? I'm not even surprised from Woj. At least Shams, I'll give him credit because all these morning reports, he wasn't involved. And everybody was like, Shams is quiet. It was for a reason. He was probably gathering the facts while Woj was out here on his bullshit. He's only 2 years left of Braun. It could be just one. If he opts out next season, it could just be one. So, yeah, there's that. We got played. Looking that way, my friend. It's looking that way. He said, Dan, it's all good. This team first. Can't wait for what's next for Laker Nation. It's all good moving forward. Man. Tough pill to swallow, though. But it's still always Laker fans first, man. It's always Laker family, bro. So, I agree with you, Christian. I appreciate the positivity, bro. Woj was wrong about the draft order, too. But this is what I mean. This is what I mean is that to me, Woj is always racing to try to make a name for himself because Shams is always on top. He's always the one. To be honest with you, man, I might unfollow Woj after this bullshit. That's how hurt I am. And I'm going to take off that post notification bell when it comes to Woj because he really out here to get us, man. He ain't got no love for Laker Nation. I promise you that. But, yeah, we're going to wait. Let's see what happens, man. Let's see what happens. He said, I'm happy the saga is over. It was never happening. Yeah, for me, it's always going to be Shams. Always. He said, who is the better point guard now to the Lakers? Who is the point guard now to the Lakers? As of right now, it's Russell Westbrook. So we got to live with it, man. It's the curse that keeps on giving, you know? No way Kyrie leaves 30 mil. Well, I mean, that's what they were reporting. That's what Wojnarowski was reporting, the Boston Celtics' favorite reporter. You know, so usually he's accurate, except when it comes for the Lakers. I should have known better. When it comes to the Lakers, this guy's not accurate. Every other team, he'd be landing the posts and everything. The Russell probably don't even want to play anymore. I wish Russell would opt out. Like, if Russell opted out and we had that cap space, all of a sudden I'd get happy again, man. Because that's how much of a diehard I am. Like, my emotions are like a roller coaster ride at times, but that's all a Laker Nation, right? We love our team so much, we're gonna go through it. But you know what? Man, this one hurts. He said, Dan, I knew for a fact Kyrie wasn't coming. He would have had to miss out on $47 million. $30 million on his opt-in and 17 from not playing because of COVID. He always says, I need to get the bag. He ain't dumb. Well, if he was smart, he could have got the bag, man, and he could have got several endorsement deals out here. I mean, it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, look, if Kyrie played us, man, he played himself because he could have been a part of a great organization. He could have made history. He could have followed in Kobe's footsteps. But you know what? Kobe's shadow is too big for some players, and I guess Kyrie's not him. You know, Kyrie's not him. If Kyrie don't want the smoke, then he don't want the smoke. You know, shout out to LeBron, shout out to AD, real champions, man. Um, who took on that challenge of being Lakers. So, you know, Kobe said it best, man. You know what's up. You already know the quote. He said, I've been telling Laker Nation the entire week not to get overexcited. You have, bro. I'll give you credit for that. But it's the fan in me, man. It's hard for me to cap my excitement when something positive is happening for my team. I'm a diehard. What can I say, bro? And as a result, you know, at times we will be wrong, but it's okay. You know, we didn't do nothing wrong. Being excited for your team's potential acquisition of a superstar is never a bad thing. You know, people might make fun of us and all that, but you know, there's no other fan base that has this type of passion, man. Call it delusion, call it ignorance, but we're passionate as fuck. And I'm gonna ride or die with my squad forever, man. With the rest of Laker Nation, we here. Look, this video, it hurts me like hell to make it because I really thought Kyrie was gonna be here. I legit, wholeheartedly, with my heart. And you guys know my track record is solid. When I believe something, it usually happens. But if I was wrong, I was wrong, and I was wrong, big time. We were led astray, man. Said, man, we got to see, though. I mean, yeah, it's not officially over till it's over, but I do feel like, man, like it's just, I feel sunken right now, man. I feel like the Titanic. I'm at the bottom of the sea right now, man. Pull me out, Laker Nation. Pull me out. James Harden to the Lakers, both duels on the Lakers. Nah, bro, I don't want James Harden. I'm cool on that. Optin is the only way he comes to the Lakers. I know that's a possibility still, man. But again, the way it's been reported, and then by Shams, who's an accurate reporter, saying he's returning to Brooklyn. That's the one that hurt me. That's the one that I believe the most. But again, I would love it if it happens. I would love it if it still happens. But as of right now, doesn't look that way, guys. It's tough. Tough pill to swallow, but hey, we soldiers, right? We're going to take it like champs, head up. And we keep it rolling. We keep it pushing. Hello, Kitty. Appreciate you. Thank God for the Dodgers. Yeah, shout out to the Dodgers, man. Thank God for the Rams, too. They held it down last season. Can a sign and trade still apply? I mean, technically, the other option was for him to opt in and then Russ to opt in, and then we work a multi-team deal. But multiple reports that are very concerning for me, and the reason I'm sad is because the first thing they said was that Brooklyn was not willing to trade with the Lakers. So they were saying, Kyrie, go find a deal. If you don't find it, then just come back and play out your, opt in. We dare you to opt out. He didn't opt out. Now they're saying, okay, Kyrie's going to play his final year. So for those reasons, definitely discouraged. But you know what? Again, the Lakers will rise again. It's only a matter of time. It could be in the next couple of days, we could be singing a different, more positive tune. So let's hope for the best. Let's stay positive. He said, don't forget, Woj had reported Frank Vogel news a day before the actual firing, making us look bad. When it comes to taking the shots, he's front row and ready. That's true, man. He's really a Celtic. He's really a Celtic. You know, he's booty hurt that the Warriors won and his Celtics did not. So he's an undercover Celtic. He said, Dan, and let me be clear, whether LeBron is on the Lakers or not, I'm a Laker fan till I die. That's right, Dom. He said, Kobe is the second greatest player of all time. LeBron, AD, Russ. A new cast will get us a chip in 23. Well, we need a new cast. That's for sure. That is for sure. He said, I knew the Nets were throwing salt in the game. That's tough, Kevin. That's tough, man. Kyrie is the type of guy who will only get worse. He won't ever conform. So expect Brooklyn to be in a bunch of issues in the year, especially since Brooklyn I don't know, man. Listen, I'm not even going to pay attention to what they're doing. I'm worried about us, to be honest with you, man. We're in no position to be wishing the worst on other teams when we struggled last year. What we better hope for is that the Lakers have a plan B just in case this Kyrie thing doesn't fall through. And hopefully we still find a way to unload Russell Westbrook because it really ticked me off that he still hasn't opted in. Like, damn, this guy's really the ultimate troll, man. He knows Laker Nation don't want him, so he's making us suffer, man. If you're going to opt in and take the money, just do that. If you're going to opt out, then just do that. Do you think we should pursue Mo Bamba? Yeah, for sure. I mean, we could use the size. At this point, I would like it if the Lakers turn their direction towards depth. If we can't get the superstar, that's fine. But now let's go get some wing depth some big man size in the paint, and let's get it cracking. We're gonna be all right regardless. Kyrie don't make us or break us. We got 17 banners, and none of them say Irving. I love that. I love that blink. Thanks for the pick me up, bro. Don't ever forget it too, man. Ain't nobody bigger than the franchise. But it still hurts. He said, thank God he opted in. We don't want him on the Lakers. Now we just need to get rid of Westbrook. We sounds like a lot of people. Honestly, I really did want him on the Lakers. Like I said, I always wanted Allen Iverson to play alongside Kobe Bryant. And for me, this would have been the next best thing with LeBron and Kyrie in LA. I would have been head over heels, man. But you know what? It's all good, man. Wait, what? More drama? He said, Dan, did you see Russ's wife went at it with Skip Bayless? I have not, man. I have not. I kid you not, guys. I kid you not. I went out to run some errands. And I came back and I saw my phone was blowing up, and I was thinking, hopefully this is positive news. And it was not. So this may be a scenario where, like Kawhi Leonard, may be a blessing in disguise. Maybe down the road. We'll see, though, man. We'll see. We still got Monk. Well, I want Malik Monk back. He wants to take a pay cut. I definitely would love to have him back. You know? Dan, there's still hope for Kyrie to come to the Lakers. I mean, it's not over till it's over, till the door is officially sealed shut. Right now it's closing, but till it's sealed shut, I guess. You know, I call me an optimist, but I never like to completely. I like to look at it as glass half full instead of glass half empty. But that's just usually the type of person I am in life. So I don't know. I don't know if there's still hope, but if there is, then I don't want to hear no more rumors. I just want it to happen if it happens. You know, because the last thing Laker Nation needs is more false hope and heartbreak. We already went through hell. You know, we were forced to watch the Celtics versus the Warriors in the finals. Like, how much more hell do we have to go through, right? If we got molded by Kyrie Irving, that's bad. If we don't ace this offseason and get the right role players, it's going to be worse. You know, so right now, my attention is towards the Lakers and free agency, which is coming up in June 30th. Right, so stay tuned for that. I got you guys covered on that. I would like for us to re-sign Monk, you know, as one of the priorities, but we have to get some wing depth defensively, especially, and we have to get some size in the paint. Definitely need some big men in there. He said, Plan B Lakers. Oh, man. Kyrie did not pull a Kawhi. Nets had no interest in the Lakers offer. That could be true, too, man. That could be true, too, but you know, can you really knock a guy for not leaving $36 million? No. I'm more mad. Honestly, I'm more mad at Wojnarowski because of the way that they report stuff, and then all of a sudden, boom, is a complete opposite, which makes him look like he's lying. But who knows, man? Honestly, I don't even know where to point my deception at. You know, I don't know where to point my disappointment at this point. But we live to fight another day, Laker Nation. Hopefully, we turn things around here soon. Because at this point, it's like trying to get a girl. That's exactly what it feels like. That's a good description. At this point, it's like trying to get a girl and then go into her home. Wait, what? Going after her home girl? Damn. No, I don't know about that. I ain't never did that in life, bro. You know, you never want to settle. You got to keep shooting your shot always. He said, I was so happy when the C's lost in the final. Me too, bro. Trust me, that was the highlight of all year, which is not a good thing because I'm not a fan of the Warriors either. But, you know, I thought you were going to say this is the equivalent of chasing a girl who leads you on and then eventually stiff arms you in the very end and puts you in the friend zone. That's what this felt like, man. That's what this felt like, to be honest with you. And I hadn't felt that probably since middle school, to be honest with you. So, you know, it's a heartbreaker. I want Russ out. He said, but should we waste our mid-level on Monk or Bamba? That is a good question. We're going to have to weigh our options, man. And again, depending on moving forward on what happens here and who we acquire and who we don't acquire. And also, we have to look at what we're going to do with Russell Westbrook. Is he really going to be a part of the team next season? You know? Could you imagine being hated by Lakers and Celtic fans? LOL, damn. Ugh, it's a heartbreaker, Tara. I can't even wrap my head around it. How did one of my favorite players just betray my favorite franchise? That can't happen to me. Like, you know, but if it did, then so be it. Favorite player, no more. If you really did that to us, man. We cannot listen to Windhorse if he is talking. That is true. You know what I find funny about Brian Windhorse is he was a LeBron homer up until LeBron left his hometown Cleveland. We know Windhorse is from Cleveland, right? So ever since LeBron became a Laker, Windhorse is no longer on the bandwagon. Like he's not a LeBron fan like that no more. Like he says he respects LeBron, but I don't see it, man. He been reporting all kinds of false stuff too. So he said, "Welcome to what every Cavs fan had to go through for years. A wishy-washy LeBron who wants to be GM and isn't very good at it." Wait, hold up. Hold up. How'd you go from disappointment to hating on LeBron? Oh my goodness, man. Bro, I don't agree with you. LeBron brought you probably your only title you're ever going to have as a franchise, man. You should be eternally grateful. I'm eternally grateful for what LeBron did here in Los Angeles already. I can only imagine why Cleveland fans would hate on LeBron, but I don't get this comment right here. This one. Tell me if I'm wrong, Laker Nation, but do you guys agree with K-Biz? And thanks for the donation, by the way. But yeah, no, I don't agree with that take right there. That one took a sharp left. He said, "Welcome to what every Cavs fan had to go through for years." And I was trying to figure out what that was. And then he said, "A wishy-washy LeBron who wants to be GM and isn't very good at it." Wishy-washy LeBron, bro. The man brought you your only title. You might own the only title you might ever get in franchise history. Because let's be honest, if y'all don't draft extremely well, Cleveland is not exactly a hotbed for free agents. So, and this is not me roasting you. This is me telling you the truth. So I would be extremely happy with what LeBron did for life, man, because he brought you your only title you've ever seen, man. Come on. That was very hostile. He said, "The dude doesn't know what he's saying. The Cavs haven't done crap for 40 years without LeBron or Lenny Wilkins." Facts. Like, you would think they would be so over the top for what LeBron did. No matter how much a superstar is a diva, man. No matter how much drama, you always have to be thankful for the blessings that, like, not only that, but the economy was amazing when LeBron was there. I mean, y'all was selling out. The Cavs fans wasn't saying that when he was on the team. Yeah, we can't switch up. That's for sure. That's for sure. Damn, what is your Cash App? It's right there on the screen, bro. DTLF24. Thank you, man. And by the way, thanks to Joseph who said, I would be lying if I told you I wasn't hurt. I know, Joseph. We all hurt, man, but we in this together, brother. We in this together, and we're going to rise again. It's only a matter of time. Like I said, we could be singing a totally different tune soon as free agency hits, man, June 30th. Mark your calendars, guys. Not only that, but we got a lot to look forward to, man. Summer League is around the corner. You know how happy and excited I get for young talent. So it's not over till the fat lady sings, man. And for Laker Nation, that fat lady's always skinny because she's getting that liposuction, that Hollywood body, man. If you catch my drift, we always revamping and getting that facelift and continue to be relevant always. Yeah, Dontario, bro. I know he shocked me with that one. Like, that took a sharp left. I was trying to relate to him in the first part of his sentence when he said, now you feel like how Cavs felt. I was like, I was trying to figure out what, but then he explained himself, and I really don't. Yeah, and went to the finals every year. That's facts, bro. He said, Dan, technically, we can't be mad at Kyrie because he never said out of his mouth he wanted to join the Lakers. It was all rumored. That is true, man, but I'm hurt right now and emotional. So even though I'm not going to slander Kyrie right now, the details always come to the light. So if he did play us like Kawhi and that comes out to the reports, I got a wonderful Kyrie hoodie that I might never wear again. I mean, I'm lying. I might wear it, but just not out in public, man. It might become my pajama. Put it like that. He said, be honest, I was never really liking the rumors of Kyrie coming to the Lakers, so glad we dodged this bullet. You're one of a million, man. You are truly one of a million, because most of us wanted Kyrie. And I was spearheading that charge, and I was getting people excited, and I was getting excited myself. So he said Laker fans are sensitive these days. We care about our team, man. If you don't care about your team, then that's one thing, bro. But yeah, we care about our team for sure. For sure. He's a Kyrie sign and trade. I mean, technically it could happen, but I'm not holding my breath based on what Shams reported. But yeah, could it happen? Yeah, it could. I think he's going to where? Hold on. I think he's going to request a trade come Thursday. That would be insane. I mean, but again, until he's officially, I'm not going to lead Laker Nation down a straight path 2 times in a row. All right. We went off of my gut. We all got excited. Now, the next time you see me this excited or even, more excited is when that player officially wears the purple and gold. When it says breaking news, Lakers have traded for blank player. And he's that guy we want? That's when you'll see me this excited again, man. I learned my lesson, bro. I can't get my emotions too high, man. And a lot of people rely on my emotions too, so I got to be responsible with my takes because, I was selling it to y'all, man. I was selling it and I was fooling myself. So I can't do that, man. If it doesn't come to fruition, I'm gonna feel even worse because I got y'all hyped. You know what I'm saying? So my bad for now, but let's see what happens. And if a trade is still possible, then it'll happen. But if it's not, then it's good. He did. He's a DTLF, no hard cap. I mean, since he opted in, technically it wouldn't be a hard cap. Only on a sign and trade, which means he would have to opt out, then sign, then trade. That would hard cap you. At least that's what I believe. What's up, homie? Saludos from Guatemala City. Shout out to Guatemala City, by the way. He said, can we get Zach LaVine next year? We will get Kyrie, go Lakers. Rumor has it that Zach LaVine, as soon as free agency strikes, is gonna he's gonna sign a max contract with his team. So yeah, probably not. Who do you want in free agency? All right, let's talk about it. Let's pivot to a more positive conversation. Who do I want in free agency? Man, I'd love to have PJ Tucker. Bobby Portis seems like a pipe dream, but if God is good and he wants us to be blessed, Bobby Portis would be a great blessing for this team. And by the way, God is always good. We're not questioning that. And then obviously we've talked about Mo Bamba. 3-and-D wings would be great. There's not a plethora of those in free agency, but if we can somehow get somebody, I mean, I wouldn't mind a Gary Payton, the second type of player either. We've talked about that. Otto Porter, guys like that. I mean, there's gonna be options, but we have to get creative. We have limited cap. Of course, I would love to re-sign my guy Malik Monk. He's truly a winner. He wants to be on here. Yeah. All right. This troll has to go, man. He's having too good of a time, right? He said God will never be good to Lakers, bro. We got 17 championships. Were you born yesterday? God been good to Laker Nation, bro. We are blessed. We are blessed. He said, now, what do you think about free agency? I mean, what do I think about free agency? It's going to be crucial for our Lakers to build the right way. We have to move forward, no matter what. We have to move forward, and we have to pick up our luggage and strive for greatness, man. We have a brand new coaching staff we're excited about. We got a couple young players trying to crack the roster, most notably the 35th overall pick, Max Christie. We got some pieces here that we're trying to incorporate into the new roster. Plus, I think we only have about 4 or 5 players under contract right now, officially, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna have a lot of moving parts still, He said, Dan Katie convinced Kyrie. I blame him. I mean, that's his job at the end of the day. He has to, try to keep his own players on his team. So it is what it is, man. It is what it is. He said, I'll be more happy to hear we bringing back Rondo. Oof. Rondo's going through some legal problems, man. I'm not sure we'll see him in the NBA anytime soon, but I wish him the best, especially if he's innocent. Innocent until proven guilty. You know how I feel. Nets aren't winning anything. He said, we need shooters. One thing we couldn't do is consistently hit from the outside. That, you know what? That tends to be the case. We end up landing shooters at times, and they get like stage fright when they come here sometimes. And that's why we really love the players that knock down shots for us, especially in the playoffs. So why are people saying trade for Wall when we can sign him once he gets bought out? I have no clue, man. I have no clue. But we have to be open-minded as far as free agency goes. What can John Wall bring to the roster? I mean, off the bench, you never know. He might have a chip on his shoulder, but I just don't want. Look, man, I was so sold on Kyrie Irving being here that I feel like going back to Westbrook is such a downgrade, and I'm over him at this point. I want him to, I want, I want him to pack his bags and go. I mean, if I have to drive him to LAX myself, I'll volunteer. You know, if I have to start a GoFundMe so that he can opt out and get at least half of his contract back, I would do that. Like, I'm willing to do anything to get this man out of Tinseltown, out of Los Angeles. But it is what it is, man. One day at a time, Laker Nation, one day at a time. We took a blow today, but let's see if tomorrow we'll be singing a different tune. Any final questions before I get off, guys? He said, do not stretch for us. We will be back. Is just what? Is just something decent? Wait, I read two different. It's just going to be a bit. Yeah, I'm not in favor of stretching Russell Westbrook unless we're landing a big name free agent, to be honest with you. Thoughts on KCP coming back? I think Laker Nation agrees with me that we will welcome him back with open arms. We missed his 3-and-D perimeter game for sure. And he was a poor man's Rip Hamilton in that championship run. So, you know, heck yeah, I would take him or Kuzma or Caruso or any of the ex 3-and-D type players. Dan, what about Boogie? Oh, I've liked Boogie for years. I mean, I would definitely take out a flyer on this guy for sure, especially if we need some floor spacing. If you're counting on him, though, if you're counting on him to be a defensive stopper, that's not your guy. You know, he'll basically bring a little bit of offensive toughness, but defensively, he can get caught flat-footed at times. Thoughts on Max Christie and who? Coke Swide? Who's that, brother? Are you talking about Swider, the three-point shooter? I'm reserving my thoughts till I see them in Summer League. That's when I can really break down their game. I mean, but they have potential for sure. You know, they're young guys. Obviously, you know, I'm a big fan of young talent, but I will reserve my judgment of their play style and see if they're ready for this season's Laker team after I watch them play in Summer League. That's why I would hope you guys tune into the pre and post for the breakdowns. Last year, we called Austin Reeves early, right? So the Boogie loves Denver. He said, hey, Dan, he had to opt in for us to get him anyways. We can't accept anyone on a sign and trade. Yeah, technically you're right. But again, Shams reporting that he's going back to the Nets isn't very promising, bro. So just don't hold your breath for that one. All right. I don't want you to get more disappointed than I'm feeling right now. You know, I will say from this point moving forward, man, every rumor, get excited about it, but to a certain limit, man. Don't raise up above a 6 of excitement. This morning I was at an 8, man. I was at an 8, so you know I should have chilled out. But you know what, with Laker Nation, we got excited because we've been starving for some good news since last year. We've been starving since the trade deadline. We didn't really get nothing done. We were hoping for a trade at the trade deadline. That didn't happen, and as a result, we missed the playoffs. And so we've been starving for good news. And when we finally start hearing some good news, of course we're gonna get excited. So I can't be mad at y'all. And y'all can't be mad at me for getting excited about that. He said, if you really believe in Kyrie morals, then leaving his good friend who he convinced to join him in Brooklyn, who's locked in to a 4-year deal with the Nets, to trade him anywhere is not a good look. I mean, technically you're right, but I'm a Laker fan first, so I can give 2 fucks about what he did in Brooklyn or what type of loyalty he had to Kevin Durant. Like, that is not my concern. I'm not going to sit here and sympathize with them. But look, at this point, I'm disappointed. I'm not to the point where I hate Kyrie Irving yet. However, if the reports do come that he tried to use our name as leverage to try to, work on a better deal, then yeah, that's going to get, listen, like I said, man, I'll put away my hoodie if that happens. So, it is what it is, man. The Laker fans are just spoiled. We are definitely spoiled, but that's a good thing, man, because that means that our franchise cares for us, and they're not just selling wolf tickets like probably your team, you know. But yeah, we're definitely spoiled. I admit to that. That's a fact. No cap. I've said it myself many times on this channel, of course. And that's what happens when you're used to winning all the time. You get spoiled. During my lifespan, bruh, I got to see the 3-peat, right? I was blessed enough to see that with Shaq, Kobe, Rick Fox, and all of them. I got to see the 2-peat with Pau Gasol, Kobe, Bynum, Lamar, Trevor Ariza, and I got to see the bubble championship. You know, that's 6 championships. I've been blessed. Most of y'all never even seen one, so of course we're gonna be spoiled. But that is the golden standard, the purple and golden standard for sure. So cry me a river, man. Just hoping we get better, bro. Me too, man. But you know what? Lakers gonna rise again, whether it's now or later. We are gonna get back to the promised land. I promise y'all that. That's a fact. And we're gonna be here celebrating it whenever it happens. I promise y'all. He said, with all that said, Laker Nation all day. Yes, sir. I salute Laker fans, man. Y'all stay positive. Keep your head up. Don't let these little trolls get in your head, under your skin. I really could give two shits about what the haters got to say, bro. Like, we got 17 of them things, and we're going to keep stacking chips. So they could cry a river, dog. It don't matter. At the end of the day, Lakers will get better. Question is when? Do we get better now? Do we get better right before the summer? Do we get better halfway through the season? When are we going to get better? That's the real question. We will have answers real soon. So stay tuned. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Subscribe if you already haven't. And please tap that post notification bell because it helps. All right, guys. I will see you guys real soon. Have a great rest of your